Teddy Bridgewater does not make decisions with his heart. A lot of you might not know what that means. A lot of you might know what that means. We are going to talk about it today. This website is giving me issues on OBS, but we can read through it regardless. At this time, there was speculation. This is by Josh. What's his face again? Josh Alper. Josh Alper. Thank you, Josh Alper. And yeah, it's very strange how this barely works. But regardless, we're gonna look at it, and here it is. I'm gonna highlight it for you. So, at this time, there was speculation about quarterback Teddy Bridgewater, where he might end up as a free agent, but he wound up re-signing with the Saints to back up Drew Brees. It was a one-year deal, which means there is once again chatter what is next. About what is next. This year's outlook is a bit different as Brees is set for free agency, and Taysom Hill is an impending free agent, restricted free agent, so there's a lot of balls in the air in New Orleans. Bridgewater appeared on Sirius XM NFL radio on Wednesday and discussed his outlook for the trip. So today he did that this morning. Last year, everyone said I turned down X amount of dollars to go back to New Orleans. Honestly, for me, I'm a businessman, but I'm a smart businessman. I don't make decisions with my heart. I use my brains to think things through. Last year, I made a decision to return to New Orleans, and it worked out for the better for me. This year, it's one of those deals where, like I said, it'll be the same thing. I don't try to make any decision on the impulse of my heart. I think things through and go from there. Bridgewater started 5 games while Brees was out with a right thumb injury. The Saints won all 5 games, and Bridgewater completed 115 out of 165 passes for 1,205 yards, 9 touchdowns, and here, I'll pull that up. I just lost this last one. 2 interceptions, only 2 picks. My thoughts? Take as much money as you can get. Now, let me break it down. So from the New Orleans perspective, I believe personally that I want Teddy Bridgewater as long as I possibly can. Like, I'm going to keep him for like 1 or 2 years, and try to give him as much, maybe a Kirk Cousins deal type of deal, maybe a little bit less money than that. I want to keep Teddy Bridgewater. I want to keep Taysom Hill. I want to keep them both. I don't care about Drew Brees that much if I'm New Orleans. Now, will they try to get Drew Brees back? Now, it depends on if he wants to retire. There's a lot of speculation that he might retire already. But for Bridgewater, you have all types of jobs you can pick. Hell, you can come hang out with my Bears. You can go be a placeholder anywhere. You can be the starter for the Bears. You can be a placeholder anywhere for a few years. Hell, the Patriots might need someone. The Chargers might need someone. There's plenty of teams that need a quarterback, and a lot of the crappier teams will probably give you a lot more money for him. The Bears will probably give you as much money as anyone because we need a quarterback bad. I'm not sure if Brian Pace will go after Teddy Bridgewater. I hope he will, but I don't know if he will. I haven't seen any rumors about that. I'd love to see Teddy Bridgewater start 16 games next year, especially if he can remain healthy. I think the Saints would be pretty stupid to let him go unless you do plan on starting Drew Brees for the next 2 years. If you don't plan on starting Drew Brees for the next 2 years, if you want him to like come back for a year and have somebody take over after him, I think that's fine too. But you got to pay Brees a lot less and pay Bridgewater what he deserves, which is at least $20 million a year minimum, if not more, if not $22 million a year. I don't know what he's going to get. The quarterback market is pretty inflated right now. Even Dak Prescott declined a $33 million deal, and I have a video about that. If you haven't seen it, I would check it out. So the quarterback market for somebody like him, somebody who's accurate, somebody who does have an injury history, would be pretty generous, I would say. And the Saints would be pretty stupid to get rid of him if you ask me, considering he already fits in their offense really well. But that's just me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think he's a starter? Do you think he's a backup? Do you think he's a placeholder like Alex Smith? Where would you put him? Where would you want him? If you're a Bears fan, do you also want him like me? Let me know in the comments below. Give me your opinions on Teddy Bridgewater.